Hello and welcome to me, Fellonius the Wizard, as I'm driving my Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm just going to leave Gothenburg, and believe me, this is very much how it looks in the real life. It's one of the most beautiful cities that I know of, and it's actually the one that I wanted to live in from the beginning, but nowadays I have been changing my mind. It's much more fun just going there and visit the town. So, yeah, I'm enjoying the views, I can tell you that much. Now, this is actually a promise to Jaga's mum, who hadn't seen our strange roads in Sweden. So I have looked up, and we are going to go and pass one of these strange roads. I'll talk about that later on. What else has happened in the ETS2 then? Well, first of all, it's 100, not the other way around, okay. I'm not allowed to do more than 80 anyway. First of all, there are two new towns in Hungary, which was rather funny, but it makes really the map whole. There was some sort of, I'm not totally sure why it was empty there, but I like that they have filled that little spot. South Hungary. Now, today, South Hungary is actually those places where all the refugees come from. So it's actual, it's really up to date. Yes, we need to see that place. Now, let's see, where are we? We should probably not drive this fast. So that's one thing. So I was updated, and that means that when I start, I haven't played this in quite a while, I start back home in Amsterdam, which is my place. Now let's see, I'm going to go down to 70. Our old rules, now this is what we call a motorway, and these aren't many of in Sweden because they are expensive to build. And I don't like them. They are boring to drive. But we don't have many, so it's not a big thing. But we have a lot of old roads that are pretty wide. You can easily put 3 lanes on them. This is 4 lanes, 2 on each side. So that's what they have done. It's a cheap way of getting half a motorway. But this is the part that Jaga's mum didn't understand. They are not having rails or railings in the middle. They are having wires. And that looks, well, I think it's okay. Probably because I know that it is going to, slow down. It will save a lot of lives, because before we had those wire railings, we had a lot of crashes. People were trying to do overtakes and crash into each other. But with these railings, we don't have to have that worry, because, well, the wires are actually picking up them and put them back on the right side. The right side. The right side. Yeah. Well, you know the thing. Now, it would be better, of course, to have motorways, having people on this side. But people are driving like nuts as it is, so we don't need it. Now we are on a motorway. We have green sign for that. Many things that we see in the ETS2 are very correct. We have the barriers out to my right here to keep the elks and other animals at bay. We need that. So that's okay. We don't have much of these ones. I would love to have it back again. Back in the 60s we had all these petrol stations standing all over the place. We like that. And there's always a chance of a hot meal, some real good food, some home cooking food, not some crap Donald's crap. Nowadays it's Well, there is one or two, so, but they are expensive because they have to stay open at night and stuff. Now, we are leaving the motorway. Hopefully we can keep ourselves. We should be coming up to one of these roads that has one on each side. And as you can see, I'm going to slow down a bit. I'm now on the 1-lane road, and there's wire between me and the next road. They are on the 2-lane road. This is called 2-to-1, so they can overtake each other. We can't. We cannot overtake each other here. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to build this in OMSI2 somehow. I'm not totally sure. What they have missed in the ETS2 is actually the fact that you can increase speed. You can have 100 kilometers per hour because there are no, you cannot meet each other. Which of course is almost the truth. Because people are trying to overtake when suddenly they go together again, the roads. But, well, so this is like having 2 roads in one. But ETS2 is putting 70 kilometers per hour. Now it's our turn on this side. And look at that water. Now it's our turn. Now we should have 2 lanes and they should have 1. And suddenly I get to have 90. So now it's my turn to have 2 lanes and the other one has 1. And still there's a wire. There are wires, I think it's 4 wires, that keeps them from not coming over to our side. And vice versa. Not long, they're not long, that's like 8 kilometers. And this is how the roads were before we had those wires. A very narrow road, not much for it, and often very bad as well. So now it's my turn to have, no, now we have another place. Hold it, shouldn't I go in here? I need to check my map. Oh, baby. I want to go inside Jönköping. I think I have time enough for that. And buy the garage. Sorry. No, we have some sort of motorway. It's not a real motorway. I think it's called motor traffic route. I'm trying to explain it in English as much as possible. Now, this game, I can't really understand it. Every time I sit with it, it feels like, why don't I live this? Why don't I drive this all the time? This is just as fun as Minecraft. And still, it isn't. I'm not doing anything. I'm just driving. I'm feeling proud, of course, because I am following the traffic rules, which I don't have to because this is a game. And still, I don't know. So, I'm not totally sure why I'm saying this, but still. I'm on the road to Växjö, a place where I actually did all my weekly shopping back in 16 years ago. I moved out of the place about 16 years ago. Give or take a month. So nowadays I'm not going back there. Well, I was supposed to do that this summer, but it went totally agurk. It didn't go as planned because I got sick. And now I should go right instead of left. My GPS will totally go berserk. And I don't give a damn. I'm a trucker. I do what I like. I have actually, this load, I've been to the Volvo truck company just north of Gothenburg, in ETS2 that is. And believe me, I was impressed. What? I didn't. Okay, you took that lane. Good. Jönköping, we are going up towards, is a town that has a bit of a reputation of being over-religious. It's like Salt Lake City. But I think that's a lie. I don't think they are that. Oh, we have discovered it. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And it's a very nice town. I really like Jönköping. It's nice people. Very kind people up here. And has nothing to do with any religion, believe me. And they don't drive like I do. Believe me too. Yeah, that was just a sign. They made more. Where that come from? Hopefully it was only my truck that got hurt. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, wrong one. Cannot drive with that. Let's see. Nope. Nothing at all. Good, now let's see. Where should we go? Left. I'm just poking out my nose and hopefully no one drives right straight into me. You never know. Let's see, we should go down here, right? Yep. So that's how it is so far. Now we have seen the roads. One thing that, well, it's not bothering me, I wouldn't say that. Is this my garage? No. This is GNT. Oh, next one. Well, it's not my garage until I've bought it, of course. Now, one thing that does annoy me a bit is the fact that they are using green signs in Sweden. I don't think Norway, Denmark or Sweden has green signs. They have all blue. So now this is going to be very funny. Back up there again. Yes, I will buy it. Thank you very much. I will buy it. You really want to do this? Yes, I would really want to do this. Thank you very much. Do not back up. Blasted. Oh, I'm not out on the road. I'm holding down the brake pedal if you want to know. Right, that was it. Let's see what we can do. This isn't good. Is there any other view I can use? I want to look backwards. Come on. Suppose it's this one. But it's not going to go perfectly fine. No, you can't stand there, stupid. Man, they are trying to get past me. They're trying to get past me somehow. Well, they are. I suppose I have to do this then. A pity. Now let's see. Totally sure that I'm succeeding in this. It's turning way too fast. Way too fast. But on the other hand, that's good. And we look forward to this getting out here. Now, we have bought the one in Jönköping. And that's good, because that means that I can go there per haste if I want to. And start from there. And that's one of the reasons I buy all these garages as fast as I can. I should probably just go around empty, with an empty truck and do this. But we'll see. Well, that's about it. Have no other complaints. But I do like to drive the ETS2 bus simulator a bit more than this one, but I don't have as much as to drive. So I'll probably buy myself a DLC or whatever it's called, an add-on, pretty soon, because driving Berlin was fun, and I don't think they have upgraded it that much. I think they have a couple of new lines. Driving Sittingen is fun. Driving a couple of the others are also. Baumgarten is very good, but there's not that many roads. So I want a new one, and I want a big one. So I'm just actually thinking about a couple of them. Well, now these journals or reports from the road, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be telling you. What do you want to know? Probably not much. Since I'm recording them mostly for myself, I don't really know what I would want to know if I were myself when I am. So I'm not totally sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I just drive around. Fun enough. At least for me. So if you don't mind, I just do that, and I'll be back when I think I have something major to tell myself. A waypoint in life. And we are still waiting for the American Truck Simulator. That would be totally awesome. I hope I can afford it. Oh, well, I'll try to do it somehow, I can tell you that. Then we are talking real trucks. Yes, and I will get a Kenworth. And if I can get an old Kenworth, I would probably do that. And if I can paint it green, I will probably do that. Moving on. If you remember that one, then you know what I mean. Not totally sure what it was called in Sweden when we saw it, but it was called Moving On. Alright. Well, I thank you for watching, and I hope, Jennifer, that you saw what I wanted you to see. That's how our 2-to-1 roads look like, more or less. They're not always having a rail on our right side. They should, but they're not always having it. And there are two problems with these 2-to-1s. One of them is actually rather impedient, because motorcyclists are caught up in those wires and they are killed at an instant. I'm not totally sure if they knew that when they started with these ones. And then the second one is, where should I go if my car breaks down? I mean, my car isn't the greatest one, perhaps, and I can get a puncture or anything. Where should I go when there's a railing on my right all the time? Where should they put me? Next parking space? Well, that one's far away. So it's a bit of a problem with this. But it's mostly open space like here. But then there's a ditch, a big ditch, a deep ditch. So then we have that problem. But this is the narrow roads we usually drive on. They are these narrow. This is a normal road. And I'm trying to recreate that in ETS2, that we have narrow roads. That's what we have, normally. Well, I thank you very much, and see you in the next report, whatever it is. Bye.